Hello. It has been a while since I've done one of these, so let's make sure that I am up to snuff. Okay, it's been a while. I was on a little bit of a vacation, a staycation. Life was a little crazy. I still technically haven't actually finished the previous episode at the time of recording, but I'll try and get that up in the next couple days. All right. So I thought, hey, let's talk about some cities, maybe the three most well known cities in America, because that's where I am. But in the future, obviously, I could do another one with other cities all over the world. All right, so the three cities I'm going to do are Chicago, New York City, and Los Angeles. So let's just do Chicago first, because that's where I am. Chicago, Chicago, Chicago. All right, let's get serious. The last syllable is go, but we have that diphthong, however you want to say that word. Oh, goes to an oo sound at the end. So we will flip that around and we will say something like woge. The G is going to be weird. We're going to have a C in this word. We're going to have T's and K sounds in the other words. But, they're just weird, and we'll maybe play with those later. So the first syllable is woge. Second syllable, ka, Chicago. Ka would just be ak. And then shi is pretty easy. It's ish. So it's something like woge-ahk-ish. Woge-ahk-ish. All right, let's just record it forwards first and see how close we got it. See if I remember how to click all my buttons here. Chicago. Click and click and click and click. All right, what does this sound like? Woge-ahk-ish. Yeah, woge-ahk-ish. That's pretty good and easy. Let's do that. Woge-ahk-ish. And we will flip it, and it sounds like Chicago. Chicago. Cool. I think that is sufficient. So let's move on to New York City. New York City. City. When I figured this out ahead of time, I think it makes more sense to put the T sound with the first syllable. So sit and then E. I think it'll be a little bit easier to say that backwards. So just E is E. That's what that is backwards. And then sit backwards. It's pretty easy. There's no weird diphthongs or anything. That's just tis. Tis. York. All right. This is going to be a tough one. I think it is something like uhkroy, but not really that. York, croy. Maybe croy. Maybe croy. York. Yeah, I don't know why I put an at the beginning. That's not where that goes. York. Uhkroy. Let's try that. I'm gonna change my stuff here. It's almost like LaCroix, but no L. Well, we'll see what that comes out to be. And then new, woon, because we have that W sound at the end of new. I'm emphasizing. All right, so I think it's itis uhkroy woon. But now let's record it forwards first and see what it sounds like. Okay. New York City. And we shall flip it. Itis uhkroy. Yeah, let's hear it again. It goes by kind of quick. Itis uhkroy. Uhkroy. Yeah, so it's not so much of a woon. It's more because it combines with the other one. It's more of uhkroy. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna take off the W. No W there. Yeah, let's just try that. Itis uhkroy. See that the uhkroy is gonna be weird. Yeah. All right. We'll figure it out. Itis uhkroy. And I'm trying to speak it in the same way that it came out backwards. New York City. Yeah, the York gets weird, but I think it's close enough for our purposes. Okay, so that was. Oh, and I wanted to have some fun with this. I want to do it from those old salsa commercials. Hold on. New York City. I want to see what the emphasis is like. Let's hear it again. All right, let's just try that. We gotta have some fun with it. New York City. Close enough. All right, let's do the next one, which is Los Angeles. Obviously, most people just say LA. I always just say LA. But the full name is Los Angeles. Les is the last syllable, which will be now our first syllable, and that's just sel. That's pretty easy. The next one, Los Ange. Backwards is edge. And I just spelled it like edge, like the edge of a table, whatever. This one's actually, overall, this one's pretty easy. Angeles, An is nah. And then Los backwards is Saul, like the name Saul. So there aren't any like super weird ones in this one, so I think it's sel-edge-nah Saul. But let's record it forwards first. Los Angeles. All right, what do you sound like backwards, Mrs. Los Angeles? Sel-edge-nah Saul. Yeah, it goes by way quicker than you think, than you're ready for. Even when you say it sort of slow like I did. Sel-edge-nah Saul. Let me hear it again. Sel-edge-nah Saul. Sel-edge-nah Saul. Yeah. I hope that you have a way that you can practice this. There are lots of apps. I think I've mentioned that a long time ago. Apps, if you have a video editing program like I do, that is a really, really helpful way to do this. Otherwise, you got to figure out ways. But let's just finish up Los Angeles. Sel-edge-nah Saul. I don't know if I got the intonation exactly right, but I think I got it close. Let's hear what it sounds like. Los Angeles. Yeah, that was Los Angeles. It wasn't perfect, but good enough for what we're doing. So I probably should have added into this episode how to say I live in, because then that's a good phrase to learn how to say. So maybe I'll do that in the next one. You can say I live in and then insert city here. Hopefully it's one of those three. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait for the next one. Okay, so I should probably redo the words. I put a little summary here at the end. So we did woge-ahk-ish. Chicago. Next one was uhkroy. New York City. And our last one was sel-edge-nah Saul. Los Angeles. All right, I think that was it. You can Bjark's Bus, this YouTube channel, subscribe, go watch all the other videos. There's a whole weird mix of videos on my channel. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at speedjampar, because sometimes I post some things and sometimes I don't. Maybe you'll like them, maybe you won't. You can also check out my podcast called The Dictionary on all of the streaming podcast platforms, and maybe I'll get those up on YouTube someday. It's just called The Dictionary, and I just read the dictionary and I talk about the words, and it's fun and educational, and it's family friendly. I think that is everything for this episode. Number 10. I got a haircut since the last one. Okay, bye.